Howdy, it's Zandra the Explorer. I love to go out and explore and scout out all the very best methods and tools for better health and wellness and bring them to you. Also, from time to time, I like to go in and talk about several different matters that pertain to life. I love to answer your questions and give you my 2 cents on the matters. And today, I would like to go and clarify a subject matter that comes with a ton of misconceptions, and I'd like to clear all that up and enlighten you. So the subject matter today is on what an MLM business really is. Before we go on, I want to give a ton of thanks to one of my very best mentors, Zheng, which you can find on YouTube. I thank you so much, James, for your God-given wisdom and your knowledge, and for sharing that and putting that out there in your trainings. And it's such a blessing to those of us in business, and I'm very thankful for you. God bless you, James. Again, go find James Zheng on YouTube. Like I said, on a side note, you can find amazing mentorship out of the generosity of these mentors and trainers right on YouTube for free. James, again, thank you, and I can't wait to share what you've taught me with my viewers. The truth about MLM, guys. What is an MLM? It is a distribution model. It's a distribution model for products and services. So instead of hiring people for sales, the companies delegate that out to people, and people can buy the product and they can buy the business, and you can go out and market that product in your own network. Then you can go and franchise the business, delegating it to more people, and you will then make a profit from their business as well. It's like creating a tree's root system. There are over 10,000 MLM companies, and every single day, 3 new MLM companies or network marketing companies are being built. Did you know that? They produce over $200 billion in sales annually through the distribution model. So I'm going to break this up and answer some popular questions. First question people normally ask is, are the products that are sold, like I said, we're clarifying a lot of misconceptions here. Are the products that are sold using this distribution model too expensive? Some companies will sell a terrible product for a high price just to make money, fully knowing that it's a bad deal. That, my friends, is too expensive. Now, MLMs cut out the middleman, and often with that money saved, they'll use it to reinvest into product development and research, and also to pay out the field. If the product is good and effective and helpful and worthy of the cost, then it is fair. Let's reference Proverbs 11:26 out of your Bible. The Bible, which contains so much business wisdom, you would be shocked. Proverbs 11:26. People curse those who hoard their grain. So people curse those who are hoarders, but they bless the one who sells in time of need. Next question. So is it true only the people at the top make money and everyone else can't ever actually profit? There are plenty of illegitimate businesses out there who will not pay their people what their work is truly worth. I was part of one of them. But there are also very legitimate businesses with good comp plans. Truth is, in multi-level marketing and network marketing, you get paid when a sale is made. You get paid when product is sold. If there is no sale, you make no profit. If your franchisees sell product, you also get a smaller override from that. If you work at McDonald's as a cashier for your work fulfilling cashier duties and making sales for McDonald's, you are fueling the salaries of the manager and then that of the director and that of the franchise owner, and those sales are funding the McDonald's corporation. They're doing work and don't even know this is how it works in most businesses. That to say, McDonald's is an MLM. Walmart is an MLM. Walmart with multiple levels, people working, fueling the salaries and the pay of the higher ups. Who at the, and you could say that the people at the top of the Walmart Corporation, they're the ones making the killing. What about the cashiers? They're hardly getting by. So same thing. Thinking about it, your compensation in network marketing seems more fair than what you've got paid for clocking into a job, because you're getting paid based off the value that you bring to the marketplace. Looking back on biblical times, there really wasn't a job mindset. Jesus, for example, was a carpenter. Abraham was a farmer, and Paul was a tent maker, etc., etc. They were all entrepreneurs, and in fact, the Bible is actually a solid resource for good sales practices. In 2 Thessalonians 3:8 for reference, "Nor did we eat anyone's bread without paying for it, but with toil and labor we worked night and day, that we might not be a burden to any of you." In network marketing, you only get paid when you deliver value to the marketplace. It's about value. You get paid when you deliver value to the marketplace. You only get paid at the rate which you accomplish your work, too. And all of us have the capability of doing that. Every one of us do. It requires more on our part. But nowadays, in typical jobs, you're doing the least amount of work for the most amount of pay. In fact, as long as you are clocked in, you'll get paid the same fixed rate, no matter if you even really worked for it. Why do we think that's honorable? Why is it honorable to be clocked into a job and most people just cut corners so they have to do the least amount of work and they're still getting paid the same fixed rate amount? It's not honorable. And yet this remains truly an example of a structure where the people at the top are making all the money and the most people are still not making enough to even live on. Through this model, we are teaching people to devalue value. We're devaluing true value and to lose appreciation and consideration. In the long run, that makes us far more poor than if we actually put in the work to bring the value to it. We are teaching people a shortcut in life, one that leads to the perpetuation of people who hate doing work because the value is lost. How can you really appreciate something if the value's gone? It is better to work hard at something that serves a great purpose and to be paid solely based upon the extent of that work. Entrepreneurship is to grow a strong people, a people of strong character who understand value and appreciation of each other. Here is what you won't find in network marketing, though. Making money while you let someone else do the work. Not putting in the effort and expecting compensation. If that's what you want, go back to your job. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Anyone can make an extra stream of income in network marketing if they provide the value, and anyone can make a lot of money if they are diligent and they work for it. See, when you have to make your living based on this kind of model, it really does grow a stronger people. It requires of you something that maybe you didn't have within your character while you were working your job, just going through the motions. This is requiring your full energy, that you input and extend your full energy into what you're doing and into the people and into value. Entrepreneurs, stop deceiving people into thinking it's fast money and next to no effort required just so you can sucker in another franchisee. Just stop. Stop being part of the problem. A lot of entrepreneurs out there say, just recruit your family and friends and make lots of money. Again, where is the value in that? Where's the honor in that? Luke 16:13, no servant can serve two masters, for he will either hate one and love the other, or else he will hold on to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and man, both. You can't serve God and serve your own carnal desires. You can't serve God and serve your selfish desires. You definitely can't have, they can't coexist. You can't have both at the same time. You're serving yourself. You're not serving God. You're not being honorable. You're not serving your fellow people. So examine the condition of your heart. Do you use people because you love money, or do you love people and use money? It's a good question. Ask yourself if you are willing to do what's right over prioritizing money. There is nothing wrong at all with selling something to make money. In fact, there's great honor in that. The problem can be the motivation, the issue of the condition of the heart. And ask yourself, are you okay with it if your friends and family don't contribute to the financial growth of your business? Would you feel betrayed if they didn't? Value is found in the intention of the heart, and where there is value, there is profit. So if you had a family member who you feel could really benefit from your business or your product, and your concern was for their betterment, any profit you make carries no guilt. But do you love people and use money, or do you love money and use people? So again, do you love people and use money, or do you love money and use people? Question to think about. It's important for self-examination, to examine your heart and where you're really at. It could answer so many of your dilemmas, actually. Let's set things straight. Is money to you more valuable than souls? It's not about you, and it's not about me. Remember that it is not about you. It's not about me. It's about doing the right thing. In this way, entrepreneurship and business is done so right. Asking these important questions. This really sets a different tone for business in general. This is where there's value in business. You ask these questions, this is where you're going to find value in business. The entity itself, so like the company or the entity itself, is not inherently bad. Like MLM, the entity itself, not inherently bad. That is dependent upon the people who run it. Business is not inherently bad. It's dependent upon the people who run it and input into it. This is how to this right here is how you revolutionize and redeem MLM. So to answer your question about what an MLM actually is, it's this. It's everything I just described to you. And then you put this in its proper perspective. This is how we revolutionize and redeem MLM. It's just business. Here's a tip. Jesus was a master network marketer. Did you know that? He was a master network marketer. He was and is the best upline that has ever been had. And I can see that perspective, and I agree with it. He was the best upline that has ever been had. He went out and recruited 12. That quickly grew, and not only did it grow to a downline of thousands, but to this day there are over 2 billion in his downline and sustaining. It's like 3,000 some years later, and he's grown to 2 billion and it's sustaining. I think there's a lot to be learned here. Is Jesus as an upline a horrible thing? Ask yourself where his heart was and how he was able to grow that number of his followers to mass amounts. And you tell me. References here from Mark 6:7 and Mark 6:33. Business is not corrupt. Again, business is not corrupt. It's the hearts of people that are. This proves that the core of good business is not founded solely upon money, but first upon an upright heart. Entrepreneurs are in likely the greatest position nowadays to make the biggest impact for the betterment of people. Blessing follows a heart that is in alignment with what is right. Be bold, be brave, and be the difference. Thank you so much for your viewership, for your support, and for being here and allowing me to guide you along my explorations and allowing me to provide you with my insight on all the very best tools and methods for better health and wellness. Take care and have a great day, and I'll be back soon.